Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stanley. I'm going to take you through VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, which is a very common Excel function. Okay, let's start with the VLOOKUP. And if you look at both the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP, the only difference is the first character. For the V, it stands for vertical, while for the H, it stands for horizontal. Therefore, for the first one, that is the VLOOKUP, it looks for or it searches for data vertically in a table. Well, for this other one, it searches data horizontally in a table. Okay, let's start with our first case, the VLOOKUP. As usual, whenever you want to use any function in an Excel, you must start with the equal sign before you write your argument. So we have the equal sign followed by the VLOOKUP. Now for the VLOOKUP, next part we have the brackets, opening brackets. For the VLOOKUP, then we have the lookup value, the table array, the column index, the number, and the range lookup. Okay, for the first one, for the lookup value, this is the value that you want to search for the first column of the table. This one, assuming that this is the data that you want to search. Then we have number 2, that is the table array. This is the table or the range of cells where you want to perform the lookup. Then the next part, we have the column index number, which is the column number in the table from which you want to retrieve the corresponding value. Then lastly, which is the most important part, is the range lookup. And for the range lookup, which is an optional argument, it specifies whether you want an exact or an approximate match. If you set the value to be true or omitted, Excel will search for approximate match, the closest match. But if you choose the false, the Excel will automatically give you the exact match. Okay, let's go with the whole thing. Okay, so we have the lookup value. The lookup value, you want the value to be at that point. You want the value to be searched at that cell number F7, followed by comma. Then after that, we have the table. This is the table that I want to extract the data from. Then followed by comma. Then the next part, we have the column index number. And remember, we have said that the column index number is the column where you want to extract data from. In my case, I want to extract data from column number 3, the grades. So you count 1, 2, 3. So you need to do the physical counting. So the column is number 3. Then the next part, we have the range lookup. Remember, we have agreed that if you choose the true, it will give you approximate match, the closest match to your data. But if you choose the false, it will give you the exact match. Now, since I want the exact match, I'll double click the false, then I will close my argument, then press the enter. Okay, let's try to type and see whether I will get the correct data. For example, let's start with maybe a subject like chemistry. The chemistry, then I will press the enter button. As you can see, it has given me D. And if you check the chemistry, this particular person got chemistry. Let me get a lighter color. The person got a D in the chemistry. Okay, let's pick another subject. We can pick maybe Japanese. If you check the grade this particular person got, he got a B in the Japanese. And as you can see, it has given us the B as the answer. So those are the steps that you follow whenever you want to use the VLOOKUP in your Excel data sheet. Okay, let's move now to the next part, which is now the HLOOKUP. This one, which is a very common common function in Excel, and this is how we use this function. Okay, just as the name goes, H will automatically stand for horizontal. So it will automatically search the data in horizontally, unlike that of the VLOOKUP. Okay, let's go with the formula, which is the equal sign. Then we have HLOOKUP. Then open your argument, lookup value. This is where I want the data to be, followed by the table. This is the table that I want to use. There goes my table, comma. Then we have the row index. Now you count the number of rows that you have. We have only 2 rows, one row for the name and another row for the mini grid. Since I want to get the mini grid, I will pick the row number 2. So this is 1 and this is 2. So I will pick 2. Then followed by the range. I want the exact match. Then I'll cross my data. Okay, let me see whether our function is. So as you can see, whenever I type the name John, it's able to give us the grade that John was able to get. Okay, let me pick another one, for example, Lewis. Then press enter. The Lewis was able to get B, just as you can see from the table. So the difference between the two cases is that for the V, it will search the data vertically, while for the H lookup, it will search the data horizontally. Those are the only difference between the two cases. And the formulas are automatically the same. So you don't need to worry. The only thing that you need to do is to check what kind of data you are dealing with, whether you want to retrieve the data either vertically or the horizontal before you pick either of the two functions. So those are the steps that you take in order to use the two functions. So thank you for watching. I hope that you have learned something from this particular video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and also to comment. Thank you and have a lovely day. Bye bye.